Good day everyone. Today we will answering these 5 problems. But let us proceed first sa una nating problem. Our first problem is, I bought 2 books and 5 pens. If a book costs twice the cost of pen and a book costs 228 pesos, how much will I pay in all? So these are the alternative answers or the choices. So for us to get the correct answer sa choices na ito, ay kukunin muna po natin aalamin muna natin kung ano nga ba yung mga given sa problem na ito. Kasi ang given is the one that will help us to get the correct answer. O ito yung tumutulong sa atin para makuha yung tamang sagot. So, na-mention dito na merong 2 book. Let us say na 2B. So, yung B dito is the representation of book. And 5P. Ang P naman dito ay representation ng pens. So, na-mention din dito na ang books na ito ay twice the cost of pen. And meron itong 228 pesos na amount. So, doble. It means doble ang halaga ng books. Therefore, for us to get the 5P or this one, or the value of pens, aalamin natin kung ano nga ba yung amount ng pens. So, diba, this is, it was mentioned na twice siya. Therefore, half siya nung 228 or half yung halaga ng bawat pen. So, 228, i-divide natin siya sa into 2. Kasi nga, diba, half of 228 ang amount ng pen or yung value ng pens. So, 228 divided by 2 is 114. So, paano nga ba natin nakuha ito? So, ganito lang. Ito, transform lang natin ito. 228 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2, 1, right? So, 1. 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So, bring down the 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Also, 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down 8. Then, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, and 4 times 2 is 8. So, 0. Yan na. Therefore, Therefore, the answer is 114. So, the amount or yung value ng pens or the value of each pens is 114. So, ngayon naman ay find out the cost. So, meron tayong 2B. Substitute the 2B plus 5B. So, the question kasi is how much will I pay in all? Therefore, i-add natin sila. 2B plus 5B to get the amount na babayaran natin. So, 2B plus 5B. So, ilalagay lang natin itong dalawang ito. So, 2 times 228 plus 5. This one, 5. And the amount of B, which is 114. So, kailangan muna nating alamin ano yung 2 times 228. So, kailangan muna natin alamin kung ano yung 2 times 228. So, para mas mapadali siyang makuha, ay ita-transform lang natin ito siya into this one. 228 times 2. So, 8 times 2 or 2 times 8 is 16. Carry 1. So, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. So, 456. So 2 times 228 is 456 plus 5 times 114. So, ita-transform naman natin siya into this one para mas mapadali. 4 times 5 or 5 times 4 is 20. Carry 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 times 1 is 5. So, 570. So, 5 times 114 is 570. 456 plus 570 is equals to 1,026. So, sa mga hindi alam kung paano mag-solve ng ganito or mag-addition ng ganito, pwede natin tong gawin. 456 plus 570. So, 6 plus 0 is 6. Then, 7 plus 5 is, or 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry 1. Then, 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So, tama ang ating pag-addition or pag-add. So, we get the correct answer. Therefore, in this problem, ang answer nito ay letter B, which is 1,026. So, yung amount na mababayaran natin is 1,026. So, let us proceed to our second problem. I have some beads. When I group them into 17 groups, each group has 328 beads. If I group them into 34 groups, how many beads will there be in each group? So, ito yung alternative answers or ito yung mga choices. So, for us to get the correct answer of this, same goes sa number 1, kukunin po muna natin yung given nito. So, ang mga given dito is yung 17 groups. So we have 17 groups. So, yung G, representation of groups, and yung 328B. B, representation of beads. And each group, pag sinabi natin 328 beads in each groups, merong 328 sa unang grupo, meron ding 328 sa pangalawang grupo, at same goes sa iba pang mga grupo. So, aalamin po muna natin kung ilan ba yung 328 na yon sa 17 groups. Ilan ba yung beads sa 17 groups. So, for us to get the answer of this, for us to get the dami ng beads sa 17 group, kailangan natin siyang i-multiply. Kasi kukunin natin yung dami ng beads sa 17 groups. So we have 17 times 328. So, para mas mapadali sa inyo kung paano kunin to, ita-transform na lang natin siya into this one. Same goes sa number 1 natin. So, mas mapadali. So, instead of ganyan, ganito na lang. So, ganito para mas mapadali natin makuha yung answer. So, 7 times 8 is 56. So, 6, 5 here. So, carry 5. 7 times 2 is 14. Right? Plus 5 is magiging 19. Carry 1. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 1 is 22. So, 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. So, i-add lang natin siya. 6. 9 plus 8 or 8 plus 9 is 17. So, 7 here. Carry 1. So, 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 is 5. So, meron tayong 5,576 na beads. So, meron tayong 5,576 na beads sa 17 groups. And let us go back to our problem na how many beads will be there in each group if I group them into 34. So, ilan ba ang beads sa 34 na groups? So, ang mangyayari is, i-divide natin yung amount or yung dami na 5,576. I-divide natin siya sa 34 kasi kukunin natin ang ilang beads ang meron sa bawat group na 34 groups. So, for us to get that, kailangan natin siyang i-divide. See, 5,576 divided by 34. 34. So, i-divide natin siya sa 34. So, para mas mapadali nating makuha ito, ay ita-transform lang natin siya into this one to in this one. So, this one into this one, 34 divided by 5,576. So, para mas mapabilis natin itong makuha, mag-focus muna tayo sa dalawang digits na ito, yung 55. 55 divided by 34 is 1. 1 times 34 is 34. And 55 minus 34 is 21. So, bring down the 7 kasi 21 divided by 34 is cannot be. So, hindi pwede kasi magiging negative yung sagot. So, pag ganun, there's something wrong with your answer pag ganun. So, let us bring down the 7. So, 217 divided by 34. Meron tayong 217. So, diba? Mahirap din siyang isipin or i-divide in our mind if it is going to divide 217 into 34. Pero, this is my basic way para mas mapadali ko siyang kuha. Imagine in 100, use your critical thinking. Merong 3 na 30 sa 100. Ito yung 30, 30 plus 30, which is 90. So, meron pang natirang 10. So, another 100, kasi we talk about 217, meron ding tatlong 30. So, meron na tayong 6 or 6 na 630 into, there is a 634 into 217. So, let us find out kung tama ba itong 6 natin if we put 6 here. So, 217. So, ita-times mo, multiply mo na natin si 34 times 6. So, 34 times 6. Kung tama ba yung 6. So, 6 times 4 is 24. Carry 2. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2, 20. So, meron tayong 204. Right? So, in 204, it can be, kasi nga, if i-minus natin 204 sa 217, ang matitira na lamang is 13. Right? So, 13 na lamang yung matitira. Therefore, it can be. So, the answer of 217 or 217 divided by 34 is 6. So, 6 times 34 is 204. Diba? So, 217 minus 204 is yun na yung 13. So, bring down the 6 kasi ang 13 cannot be or it cannot be divided into 34. So, 136 divided by 34, like what I've do earlier, imagine na merong tatlong 30 sa 100. Always think about that. There is always a 330 in 100. Yun na yung 30 plus 30 plus 30 equals 90. So, meron tayong tatlo. However, meron pang natira or meron pang sobrang 36. In 36, meron ding isang 34. Right? So, yung isa, dalawa, tatlo, maging 4 na sila. So, try natin. Meron tayong 4 na 34 sa 136. Pero, we're still not sure to our answer. So, let us try kung i-times ang 34 into 4, kung tama ba ito. So, same goes sa ginawa natin dito. 34 times 4, 4 times 4 is 16. Carry 1. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. So, meron tayong 136. So, di ba? It is the exact amount of this one. So, we have 4. So, 136 divided by 34 is 4. 4 times 34 is 136. So, 0. So, this is the answer of 5,576 divided by 34 is 164. So, meron tayong 164, right? So, ngayon, ang answer is 164. Our answer is 164. So, yung beads na meron sa 34 na groups or the beads in each group of 34 groups is 164. So, 34 na grupo, meron tayong 164 beads in each group. So, meron tayong, yes, meron tayong 164 ha. Sa unang grupo, meron tayong 164. Sa pangalawang grupo, same goes with the others. Meron tayong 164 na beads. Therefore, the answer is letter C. 164 is the correct answer. Now, let us proceed to our number 3 problem. When I divided a number by 23, I get 126 as a quotient and a remainder of 12. If I divided the same number by 25, what remainder will I get? So, ito yung mga alternative answers or yung mga choices. Ito yung pagpipilian natin kung saan ba dito yung tamang sagot nitong problem na ito. So, for us to get the right answer or the correct answer, same goes sa ating mga naunang problem, ay kukunin natin yung given ng problem na ito. So, ano nga ba ang given nito? First is yung divisor natin na 23. Meron tayong D, which is representation of divisor, which is 23. And our quotient is, or the Q that represent quotient is 126. And our remainder, R is the representation of remainder is 12. So, kailangan muna nating alamin kung ano nga ba yung sagot nito o kung ano yung hidden number. Kasi 'di ba, ang hinahanap natin is yung number. Kasi the question is, when I divided a number, ano nga ba yung number na tinutukoy niya dito? Kaya, hahanapin natin yung hidden number na iyon. So, ano nga bang hidden number nito sa masuga? Para makuha natin yung sagot ng if I divided the same number by 25, what remainder will I get? So, this is our formula. And as a number, ito yung hinahanap natin. And magiging times siya. Kasi po, D as a divisor times the quotient. Kasi po, si quotient is the answer of the divisor. So, si quotient, yung answer ni 23. Kasi nga sinabi dito, when I divided a number by 23, I got 126. So, kaya ita-times natin siya. Plus the remainder or yung 12. Ipa-plus natin sila. So, para makuha natin ito, we were going to put this one into our formula. So, ginawa nating formula. And the amount of D or the divisor is 23 times yung quotient natin, which is 126. Ito yung value ng quotient natin, 126, plus the remainder na 12. So, magiging ganito na siya. So, first thing na gagawin natin is, remember the word, yung gina-apply natin na PEMDAS. See, di ba ang naunan is ay nasa parenthesis. So, sasagutin muna natin ito, 23 times 126. So, para mas mapadali natin makuha ito, yung 23 times 126, ita-transform natin siya sa ganito. Same goes sa ginawa natin sa ating mga naunang problem natin. So, 3 times 6 is 18. Carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1, 5. 2 times 1 is 2. So, i-add lang natin siya. 8. 7 plus 2 is 9. 5 plus 3 is 8. Then carry or copy that 2. So 126 times 23 is 2,898. So the answer of this one is 2,898 plus, so i-bring down lang natin yung plus 12. So i-add lang natin ito. 2,898 plus 12. So, para mas padali natin makuha yan, is let us transform this into this one. 2,898 plus 12. 8 plus 2 nga, 10. Carry 1. 9 plus 1 is, so 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 1, 11. Carry 1. So, ngayon, 8 plus 1 is 9. So, kakopy lang natin yung 2. So, 2,910. So, the answer of this one is 2,910. So, we got the hidden number. Ito na yung hidden number, 2,910 ang hidden number natin. So, let us go back to the question or the problem na if I divided the same number by 12, what remainder will I get? So, for us to get the remainder, i-divide lang po natin si hidden number or si 2,910 kay 25. So, 2,910 divided by 25. So, 29. Mag-focus tayo sa 2-digit na ito kasi para mas madali natin makuha ang answer. So, 29 times divided by 25 is 1. 1 times 25 is 25. 29 minus 25, 4. So, 4 divided by 25 cannot be. So, bring down the 41. The 1. So, magiging 41 na siya. So, ilan ang 25 sa 41? Isa lang, right? Kasi 25 plus 25 is 50. So, isa lang ang 25 sa 41. So, 1 times 25, it's 25. So, 41 minus 25, it's 16. Right? So, 41 minus 25 is 16. And then, let us bring down the 0. Kasi 16 divided by 25 cannot be. But 160 divided by 25, it can be. So, 160 divided by 25. Ilan ang 25 sa 100? So, ulitin natin yung strategy natin na Ilan ang 25 sa 100? 4 kasi 25 plus 25 is 50. And ilan ang 50 sa 100? 2. So, therefore, meron tayong 4. 4 na 25 sa 100. Meron tayong 4 na 4 sa meron tayong 4 na 25 sa 100. Pero meron pang natirang 60. Ilan ang 25 sa 60? 2. Kasi yun yung 25 plus 25 is equals to 50. So, 4 sa 100 at 2 sa 60. Ia-add lang natin sila and magiging 4 plus 2 is 6. Therefore, ang 25 sa 160 is 6. So, 6. 6 times 25 is 150. So, 160 minus 150 is 10. 10. 10. So, 10. 10 ang remainder. 10 ang sagot of. So, 10 is the remainder of this question. So, if I divided the same number by 25, what remainder will I get? This 10. So, the answer is letter B. The remainder is 10. Yun ang sagot, 10. Now, let us proceed to our number 4 problem. Hazel has twice as much savings as Maribeth. Arfim has half as much savings as Maribeth. If the total savings of the 3 girls amounted to 9,982 pesos, how much savings has Maribeth? So, ilan ba daw yung savings ni Maribeth? So, yun yung aalamin natin. But before that, kukunin po muna natin yung given natin. Kasi katulad ng ginawa natin to our previous problems, given is the one that will help us to get the correct answer. So, given. Kukunin muna natin yung given ng problem na ito. So, kukunin muna natin yung mga given. Ito na yung mga given natin. Yung given natin ay si Hazel, which is A, which is sinabi dito twice. Ito na yung 2. At si Maribeth, representation of M is Maribeth. So, 2M. AR naman ay si Arfim. Si Arfim kasi sinabi is kalahati daw ng ipon niya yung ipon ni Maribeth. That's why naging AR. Ito yung kay Arfim, representation of Arfim, yung AR. And kalahati, when we say kalahati, half. So, divide. So, it can be like this, or if you are comfortable with this one, pwede naman ganito. Divided by 2. Diba? So, meron na tayong given. Ngayon, pagsamahin natin yung kabuuan ng ipon. Meron tayong katulad ng sinabi dito, meron daw tayong ito si Maribeth. Ito naman yung ipon ni Hazel. At ito naman yung ipon ni Arfim, na ang kabuuan daw nito ay 9,982. So, meron tayong 9,982. Ito yung kabuuan ng kanilang ipon. Ngayon, para makuha natin yung ipon ni Maribeth, pagsamahin natin kung ano yung magkaparehas dito sa tatlong ito. Ito, ito, at ito. So, magkaparehas dito, as you can see, obviously, itong dalawang ito. So, dito tayo magsisimula. So, M plus 2M. So, M plus 2M. Sa mathematics, there is always a imaginary one. Pag sinabi natin imaginary one, hindi nakikita si number 1. Pero, if you want to solve the correct answer visually or visible, pwede mo naman ilagay si 1 dito. Yes, nandiyan na si imaginary 1. Pag may makita tayong mga variables or mga symbols or letters, meron yan siyang mga imaginary 1. So, merong imaginary 1 dito. 1 plus 2 is 3. Therefore, magiging 3M na. Ito yung combination nung kay Maribeth pati yung kay Hazel. Kaya naging 3M. Therefore, magiging 3m plus m divided by 2. Ito yung kay ipon naman ni Arfim. M divided by 2. So, kabuuan nito is this one. So, pinag-combine lang naman natin yung ipon ni Maribeth, pati ipon ni Hazel, which is naging 1m plus 2m is 3m. Yung 3m, ito yun siya. So, walang nagbabago. Pinag-combine lang naman natin siya. 3m plus 2m divided by 2 is 9,982. Ngayon, para mas makuha natin yung tamang amount nung savings ni Maribeth, we're going to eliminate the fraction. So, kailangan nating i-eliminate si fraction. Saan ba dito si fraction? Diba? This one. So, i-eliminate natin yan siya. Paano nga ba natin yan i-eliminate? I-multiply natin siya into 2. So, saan natin nakuha si 2? Dito. So, if the problem is nakalagay is 3, you can multiply it to 3. Kung ano yung nasa ilalim ni fraction. Kasi this one can be this one. So, di ba, fraction siya. So, 2 ang gagamitin natin to multiply them para makuha yung tamang sagot. Ngayon, i-substitute natin yung 2 or i-multiply natin yung 2 sa lahat. 2, 3m, 2 times 3m plus 2 divide times m divided by 2 is equals to 9,982 times 2. So, tinimes natin lahat sila. So, ngayon, dito tayo magpa-proceed. 2 times 3 is 6. Obviously, 6m to. And this one, you cannot divide or you cannot multiply the 2 in a division or in a form of division or in a fraction. Therefore, makaka-cancel out sila. So, ang natira na lang ay si m. This one naman, 9,982 times 2 is 19,964. So, paano natin nakuha yan? Same goes sa ginawa natin sa iba pang mga problems natin. Ita-transform natin siya into this one para mas makuha ng bawat isa. 9,982 times 2. So, 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 8, it is 16. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry 1. 2 times 9 is 18. Plus 1. This one. Plus 1. 18. 19. Carry 1. And 2 times 9. Again, 18. Plus 1. 19. So, tamang sagot natin. 19,964. So, tama siya. Right? So, ngayon, para makuha na natin yung amount or savings ni Maribeth, let us proceed to the next way to get the right answer of this. So, para makuha, ang gagawin natin ay, pa-plus muna natin ito. 6m plus m. So, 6m plus m nga, it's 7m. Kasi sabi ko, there's always a imaginary 1 dito. So, 6m plus m, it's 7m. Right? And copy the 19,964. So, pero ang hinahanap natin, remember, ang hinahanap natin is yung savings. Yung dami ng savings ni Maribeth. So, how do we get this? I-divide natin siya into 7. Paano? Kasi, para mahanap natin yung savings ni Maribeth. And anything, again, hindi lang po 7, i-divide natin kapag sinabi natin 7 dito, is yun yung magagamit natin. Pero, if 8 ang nakalagay dito, 9 or any number, yun yung magiging division natin. Yes. So, ngayon, is nasa focus tayo sa 7m, which is, this is the 6m plus m, which is 7m. Ngayon, i-divide natin siya into 7. Same goes with this one. I-divide natin into 7. So, magiging ganito na siya. 7m divided by 7 is equals 19,964 divided by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1, but it is imaginary 1. Pwedeng m, pwedeng lagyan ng 1. However, mas maganda kung m. And then, 19,960 divided by 7 is 2,000. Ngayon, ikakopy natin ito para mas maintindihan natin. 64 divided by 7. So, 19,964 divided by 7 is 2,852. So, yan yung savings ni Maribeth. The savings of Maribeth is 2,852. Yan ang savings ni Maribeth. So, paano natin nakuha ito? Ita-transform natin siya into this one. Para mas maintindihan. So, 1 divided by 7, it cannot be. But 19 divided by 7, it can be. So, 19 divided by 7, ilan nga ang 7 sa 19? Dalawa lang. Yun yung 14. 2 times 7, 14. 19 minus 14, it's 5. 5 divided by 7, it cannot be. So, bring down 9. 59 divided by 7 is, ilan ang 7 sa 59? It is 8. So, paano nga ba? Imagine, sa 20, merong dalawang 7. Yun yung 14. 7 plus 7, 14. So, meron tayong dalawang 14 sa 20. At meron another 14 sa 20. Yun na yung 20 plus 20, 40. So, meron tayong 2, 4. Meron na tayong 4. Pero may natira pa. May natira pa. So, let us say, 2, 4, 6. 6 ang 7 sa 59. 4 plus 4 plus 4, it's 12. Carry 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 42. So, may natira pa. So, let us imagine or let us assume na 8 yung 7 sa 59. So, 4, 4, 4, 4. That's 16. Carry 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 56. So, ito yung mas malapit sa 59. Kasi yung 56, ang natira lang sa, kung 56 minus 59, 3 na lang ang natira. So, 56, maari. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. Meron tayong 8 na 7 sa 59. Tama, di ba? 8. 8 times 7, it's 56. Ilan ngayon natira? 59 minus 56, it's 3. So, 3 divided by 7, it cannot be. So, let us bring down the 6. So, guys, anong pinakamalapit? Or, let us say, ilan ang 7 sa 36? Diba sa 5 times 7? 35. 5 times 7 is 35. So, ang 35 o ang 5, it can be in this, it can be the answer ng 36 divided by 7. Kasi nga, isa na lang natira, which is 35 plus 1 is 36. So, meron tayong 5 dito. 5 times 7, 35. 1 na lang natira. Bring down the 4. So, 14 minus 7. Ay, 14 times 7. It's 2. 2 times 7, 14. So, let us say this one. 14, 14. 14 divided 0, right? It is 0. So, ito na yung answer. This one. 2,852. So, it is confirmed na ang natira, so, ni-check lang naman natin ito. So, ang natirang pera or yung savings pala na meron si Maribeth is 2,852. So, the answer is letter C. Letter C, 2,852. The savings of Maribeth is 2,852. Right? Do you get it? So, we have another way kung paano nga ba ito masasagot or paano nga ba ito makukuha yung tamang sagot nitong number 4 natin na problem. So, ito yung another way kung paano siya makuha. So, sinabi dito na Hazel has twice as much savings as Maribeth. So, let us assume na ito si Maribeth. Diba? And then, si Hazel has twice as much savings. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. Kasi ito yung savings ni Maribeth. Twice naman yung saving ni Hazel. That's why naging 2 siya. Kasi 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus, yung half na savings ni Arfim. Half daw yung kay Arfim. So, ang kabuuan daw nito, yung savings sa mga bata is 9,982. Diba? So, yan ang kabuuan nung savings ng mga bata. Ngayon, to get the savings of Maribeth, i-add muna natin ito. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus, yung savings ni Arfim. So, ito siya, it can be like this. 3 plus 0.5. Si 0.5 is the same with 1/2. Same lang yung value ni 1/2 pati 0.5. So, 3 plus 1/2 or 3 plus 0.5 is 3.5. Ngayon, i-divide natin si 9,982 yung total na savings ng mga bata to 3.5 para makuha natin yung savings ni Maribeth. Ngayon, 9,982 divided by 3.5. So, the answer of this is 2,852. Yes. Diba? Same din sa answer natin. So, na unang solution natin, same sila. Pero, to check this, para malaman natin kung tama bang sagot natin, itatry natin siyang i-check. So, si Hazel is meron siyang, so, yung 2,852 is i-add natin, ita-times natin sa kay Hazel. Kasi twice daw. Diba? Ito yung kay savings ni Maribeth. And twice naman yung kay Hazel. So, ita-times natin siya. 2,852 times 2. Ngayon, gagawin natin yung way natin para mas madali itong makuha. 2,852 times 2. So, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 5 naman is 10. Carry 1. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 1, 17. Carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So, 5,704. 5,704 ang answer nito. Diba? And then, doon naman tayo kay Arfim. Si Arfim, meron siyang half yung kay Arfim. Therefore, magiging 2,852 divided by 2 siya. So, paano natin kukunin ito? Gawin natin yung pinaka-madaling way to get this kind of problem. 2,852. Ta-transform lang natin siya to this into this. So, 2 times 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down the 8. 8 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down the 5. 5 divided by 2 is 2. Diba? 2 times 2 is 4. So, 5 minus 4 is 1. And then, bring down the 2 kasi di naman ma-divide ang 1 sa 2. It cannot be. It will be negative. So, 2. Bring down the 2. This one into this. So, 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 0. Therefore, ito yung answer. 1,426. So, 2,852 divided by 2 is 1,426. Ngayon, i-check natin kung tama ba ito. So, to check kung tama ba yung total or yung tama ba yung ginawa natin is ito total natin or i-add natin yung savings ni, ito yung savings ni Maribeth, ito yung savings ni Azel, ito yung savings naman ni Arfim. So, i-add natin sila para malaman natin kung tama ba itong total ng savings ng tatlong bata. So, we have 2,852. Ito na yon plus 5,704. Ito na yon yung kay Azel. Plus 1,426. Ito na yon kay Arfim. So, i-add natin yan. 2,852 plus 5,704 plus 1,426. So, 6 plus 4 nga, 10 plus 2, it's 12. Carry 1. 5 plus 2, 7. Plus 1, 8. So, 8 plus 7, it's 15 plus 4, 19. Right? 19. So, carry 1. So, 5 or 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 1, 8 plus 1, 9. So, it is obviously 9,982 yung addition nito. If you add 2,852 plus 5,704 plus 1,426 is equals to 9,982. So, tama siya. Tama ang sagot natin kasi same ito sa dito. So, it is confirmed na ang savings na meron na natira or ang savings na meron si Maribeth, kasi di ba ang question, how much savings has Maribeth? So, tama na ang savings na meron si Maribeth ay 2,852. It's letter C, 2,852. So, tama yung first solution natin at tama rin yung second way of how we solve this kind of problem. So, that's all. Now, let us proceed to our number 5 or our last problem. Anthony has 5 times as many cards as Juan after Anthony lost 29 cards to Juan in a game and gave away 58 cards to other friends. They have the same number of cards left. How many cards does Anthony have originally? Same goes sa ginawa natin sa first, so our previous problems, to our first until 4 na problem is kukunin natin yung kung anong mga given dito. Di ba? First given is yung si Anthony. A representation of A na merong 5 times as many cards as 1. So, meron siyang maraming cards. 5 times na mas marami ang cards niya kaysa kay Juan. Therefore, 5J. Ito yung 5 times. Ito si Juan. 5 times as many as cards as Juan. Then, si Juan. Ito yung mga given names and given numbers that in this problem. Ngayon, we're going to get those changes that happen nung si Anthony ay natalo kay Juan at binigay niya ng 29 cards si Juan at binigay niya yung 58 na cards sa kanyang mga kaibigan. So, ito si Anthony. Si Anthony nawala ng 29 kasi natalo, binigay niya kay Juan at binigay niya yung 58 niya sa mga kaibigan niya. Gave. This one is representation of binigay niya. Gave. Kasi nawalan siya. So, subtraction. Nawalan siya ng 29 at 58. Nawalan ng 29 at 58 na cards si Anthony. Ito yung binigay niya kay Juan at ito yung binigay niya sa mga kaibigan niya. And then, in mathematics, kapag negative plus negative, always remember, pag in math, negative plus negative, it will be positive. So, yung negative plus negative, magiging addition siya. Yung subtraction na dalawa, magiging addition. So, negative 29 plus negative 58 will be A is equals to 87. Or A, nawalan si Anthony. It can be, si Anthony is nawalan ng 87. Ito yung kabuuan na nawala kay Anthony. Kasi nga, ito yung natalo sa kanya ni Juan. Ito yung binigay niya sa mga kaibigan niya. At nung pinagsama sila, naging 87 na. Ito yung natalo at naibigay niya sa mga kaibigan niya. Next is, aalamin natin kung ilan yung na-receive ni Anthony. Diba? Ilan yung na-receive ni Juan. Rather, so si Juan, naka-receive si Juan ng 29. Kaya positive or addition. Kasi si Juan is na-receive niya ito kay Anthony. So, merong 29 si Juan. So, let us combine these two. Ito, pati ito. So, ipag-combine natin silang dalawa. Ito yung meron si Anthony. Ito yung nawala kay Anthony. At ito naman yung na-receive ni Juan. Nawala kay Anthony, na-receive ni Juan. Ngayon, let us substitute this one. Let us substitute this one from our first step para mas makuha natin kung ilan ba ang natira or ilan ba ang cards ni Anthony originally. So, let us substitute first 5J minus 87. Diba? Kasi originally si Anthony has 5. Anthony has 5 times as many as cards as 1. Meron siyang, ito na yon. Ito naman yung nawala sa kanya. And then, equal to J plus 29. Ito yung na-receive ni Juan. Ngayon, let us solve first the cards that Juan, kung ilan ang meron kay Juan. Diba si Juan? So let's get this one. Let's get this one. So 5J. So meron tayong 5J minus 87 is equals to J plus 29. So, kukunin muna natin kung ilan ba ang cards na meron kay Juan or ilan ba yung na-receive ni Juan. Diba this one? So, this one. So, ito na siya. Ito, for us to get the cards that Juan have, kailangan po nating i-move si Juan into the left side. So, magiging ganito na siya. 5J. Kapag i-move natin ang positive in this part, magiging negative na siya. Yes, once i-move ang isang variables into the other side, instead of yung positive, magiging negative. 5J minus J minus 87 is equals to 29. Diba? Like what I've said, i-move po natin si J into the left side. So, magiging ganito na. So, para makuha natin kung ilan ang meron si Juan, i-minus muna po natin si 5J minus J. So, 5J minus J, like what I've mentioned earlier, pag merong mga variables, automatically, meron yan siyang mga imaginary ones. So, 5J minus J is 4J. Minus 87 is equals to 29. So, ngayon, paano natin makukuha yan? We will move 87 into the right side. So, 4J is equals to 29. I-move si 87. Yung negative 87, maging positive 87. So, magiging 4J. Let's add 29 plus 87, 116. So, naging 106 siya. And, di ba ang hinahanap natin ay kung ilan ang meron si Juan. So, paano isosolve ito? We're going to divide this into 4. Like what I mentioned earlier, kung ano ang number nito, yun ang gagamitin natin para mag-divide. Ngayon, ang gagamitin natin ay ang 4. 4j divided by 4 is equals 116 divided by 4. 4 divide 4 is 1. But, it can be imaginary 1. So, j na lang is equals to 116 divided by 4. So, magiging j is equals to 116 divided by 4 is 29. So, ito yung meron si Juan. Paano natin nakuha ito? Para malaman nyo kung paano. Let's put this here. Let us transform this into this way. Kasi nga po is 4 divided by 11 is ang 12 is hindi pwede. So, 4, 8 na lang. 2. 2 na lang kasi 4, 8. So, 2. So, magiging 8 ito. Ilan ang 11 minus 8 nga? 3. So, 6. So, 36 sa 4 is merong 9. Kasi, 4 times 9, 36. So, 9. 36. Divided minus 36 minus 36, 0. Therefore, tama ang sagot natin. So, ni-check lang natin ito. So, merong 29 si Juan. Ngayon, let us get the cards of Anthony. Originally cards ni Anthony. Let us get the originally cards of Anthony. So, kukunin na natin yung A, si Anthony. Ito yung 5 times cards ni Anthony. And then, magiging 5. Ito yung kay Anthony. Ito yung kay Juan. Kasi diba sabi natin, this is the cards of Juan. Kinuha natin ito. So, 29. So, originally, yung 29 times 5 or 5 times 29 is 145. So, originally, ang cards na meron si Anthony is 145. So, ganito yung guys. Ito si Anthony. Ito yung 5 times as many cards as 1. And then, di ba, kinuha natin yung ilan ang cards ni Juan, which is 29. So, ito times lang natin siya into 5. So, 5 times 29 is 145. This is the original cards of Anthony. Therefore, the answer is letter D. 145. So, para natin nakuha ito, simple lang. Ganito lang. 29 times 5. 5 times 9, 45. Carry 4. So, 5 times 2, it's 10. Plus 4, it's 14. So, 145. Tama, di ba? Check lang natin. So, the answer of this problem is letter D, which is 145. The original cards of Anthony is 145. Do we get it? Thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.